went on a walk from that section up there where you can kind of see the White House, but this way, obviously. There's a black dot right there. If you from about there all the way down up into this piece up here behind this trail, but on the other side of this hill, it goes way back that way. And then it circles back around in front of that other one, and back to my house is 2 miles. From there, all the way up past me, right here, to the very top of this, and then 700 feet on the other side, 780 or about 780 feet on the other side, it kind of dips down, is 1 mile. So then back here, I'm going back to the 1.5 miles. So I got a 1.5 miles run from that piece up all the way back up there, and back down here will be a 1.5 miles. So the difficult part is that I mean, you got the easy part going down, which is like the half mile part. You know, you're going to run down here about 1/4 mile, and then you run up 1/4 mile, and this is an incline. And then you got this piece that's also really difficult. For the last mile is difficult, but when you come back down, obviously 3/4 of the way right there is the 1.25 miles, and then so 1.5 miles is 1.5 miles is down there about the halfway point between here and that little Y, and then that'll be the 1.5 miles, and then so 1/2 mile of it is downhill essentially, and then a mile of it is pretty much like 3/4 of the mile is uphill. So it's actually really difficult because it's a really difficult incline. I mean, it's this little bit right here isn't too bad, but when you go to climb the last 3/4 of this mile, it is really hard. It's and I'm not even sure the grade. I'm guessing it's like anywhere from 10 to 20%, somewhere in that range going up. In this piece right here is 10 to 20, somewhere in there. There's a tiny little 40 yards right here that's down, but anyway, I just thought I'd share that. The other walk that I got to do, which I can't do it today because I've already put in 4 miles walking. I'm pretty exhausted. It's getting super hot out here too. But anyway, I'm going to go from here up into the canyon up that way. The road disappears once you get up. You can see where it kind of goes up on top of the mountain, and then it kind of disappears after you get up on top, the very top, which is up in here somewhere. I don't know if I can't really see because it's so bright out. So it's up on the very top of that ridge. That's the actual point. I'm guessing that from there and wrapping up into that way is a good mile and a half, somewhere in there to the top of that hill. Could be 2 miles. That'd be cool if it was. I'm not sure. It's been a couple of years since I ran it, and it was actually a pretty difficult run to do because it's far and it's a progressive run. Mostly you can see where it kind of comes up here, comes up, and it just keeps gradually going up. So probably good from that point to that point has got to be 3/4 mile, I would guess. And then this last 1/4 mile is going to be like 10 to 20% incline. So it's going to be difficult to run it. But I've run farther that way, about another mile through the desert and stuff like that, but I ran out of daylight, so I turned back. I ran into some coyotes and stuff up there, and there was a lot of them, so I just turned back. I wasn't sure what to expect with coyotes. Sometimes you see that they'll come after you, sometimes they won't, but I didn't want to take a chance. So but anyway, just wanted to kind of share that with everybody. This is, I think it's like 80 some, like high 80s right now today. The wind is actually warm. My drink is actually hot. It's from the sun. I already drank one and one bottle, so and before my 2 miles ago. So, but anyway, y'all have a good day.